Welcome back, Whitlock and Wiley, joined now by former Pro Bowl wide receiver T.J. Houshmandzadeh. Let's move to Pittsburgh, where the Big Ben Roethlisberger Antonio Brown divorce is all but finalized, but the Steelers have made it clear who they blame for the split, with general manager Kevin Colbert putting the rest of the team on notice that Big Ben has the organization's full support, saying, quote, he's the elder statesman and the Super Bowl winner. Our players were smart. They listened to him because he's been there. He's done it. He can tell them, oh, guys, what you're doing is good or not good enough to do this. All right, the Steelers have gone all in on Big Ben in a way that I've never seen any organization go in with a quarterback or with any player. Big Ben can criticize whoever he wants, according to the general manager. I don't get this. This is a mistake. This is not making the situation better.
Yeah, I don't think this is proper leadership from the organization in terms of really trying to echo the power that Ben Roethlisberger has in that locker room. I think this is going to land incorrectly in terms of how players view this. One, players know both sides of the argument. They know what Ben was doing to AB, and they know what AB was doing to Ben. So for it to come from up top, it's not nuanced enough. It's just saying, listen to Ben. He's been to Super Bowls. There's going to be some players that's just going to quickly just get out there, Google, quickly just go back in time and say, Ben wasn't the reason y'all won those Super Bowls. I mean, you don't want to get to that place, but you know what? You can't just tell me I got to believe in this guy just because he used to do it. He has to show that through not only his actions and productions now, but how he is a leader and treats these players and guides us through what we're going through right now, because we're not on those Super Bowl teams. So this won't land, I don't think, in the proper place if you're really trying to echo what Ben Roethlisberger has in terms of power.
I thought it was a foolish comment, to be honest with you, because number one, this is the ultimate team game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers, not the Ben Roethlisberger Steelers. You don't tell a group of men who's the leader. The locker room decides who's the leader. They'll show.
Hell of a point.
They'll show who's the leader of the team. You can't appoint a guy a leader when he's not a leader or he's not viewed as such. I thought when I read this, I was like, up top is what we talked about earlier this week. And you're right now. Management has messed this up big time because they don't view him as such, and they want to say, oh, Ben Roethlisberger's leading. The defense led him to those Super Bowls. So he's been like, you don't do that. Empower Mike Tomlin. Say Mike Tomlin is the leader, and everybody's going to answer to him. He's going to show you the way, not Ben Roethlisberger.
Totally, 1,000% agree with you. And this seems like amateur hour. And again, my narrative on the Steelers from the past couple of years, like, I don't think this organization, their structure and what it's Art Rooney Jr. taking over Art Rooney Sr. and what he established with the Pittsburgh organization about management and the executive office always maintaining power. I don't think it works in this era of football. I think it used to work, and you could give the coach all that security and never really give him power. You have to transfer the power to the coach and give him the ultimate authority, not Big Ben and not the executive's office. I just think the Steelers' style of management of that team doesn't work in this era of football when the players get so much upfront money and have some power of their own.
Yeah, I mean, it's really like they just rigged the voting. No matter how the players feel, no matter what the players are thinking, we know how these votes are going to get counted. They're going to add up to where Ben Roethlisberger is your captain. And look, I've been on teams before where you're dealing with the superstar. You can't come out and slight that guy. And then I became the guy on the team where everyone was coming to me and said, can you speak for us? And this is just pushing the ball down the field to where now they have to deal with the next issue. And it will come up because it came up before. We acting like AB is the beginning of Ben Roethlisberger's issues in terms of leadership. Go back. Guys were calling Roethlisberger out way back in the days, and that's when he was a young pup, just growing up. And then we talk about a guy who says, I'm not going to tutor my backup. We're talking about a guy who says, I'm going to retire or quit on this team. But I mean, we all talk about a guy, and they're like, AB, but AB did all this stuff off the field. Let's not go off the field with Ben Roethlisberger either. Like, everything that we're trying to map on to AB happens to Roethlisberger, but
A lot worse, though. I mean, Ben's transgressions off the field don't compare, and we're not talking about that, but it's, I mean, you look at it from Tom Brady. He's built up enough stock to where if he chooses to criticize you, people will say, oh, Tom Brady yells at guys on the sideline. It's in the heat of the battle. Emotions is flowing. Ben Roethlisberger's criticizing guys during a radio interview after all emotions have calmed down later in the week, and it just doesn't sit well with guys. Guys are looking at Ben like, bro, come to me man to man. You can criticize me man to man. I might not like it, but I respect it much more if you come to me. Don't go to the radio and do it. Don't do it publicly.
Yeah, you're criticizing me when you get paid to do a weekly show in the calm of the moment. Like, you calm. You're sitting there, you're cool, you're collected, and you're just giving out this fodder. For what? Like, to what gain? It's almost like he wants everyone to know, I'm the man, let me distance myself from them, and then the organization doubles down on that same madness. Tough to play there.